Wow, I was going to slate, but I guess I'll use that. Hey guys, what's up? It's Edwin here. Today, I was going to read an excerpt from a blog post or something, but then I realized that I just want to sit in the camera and talk for a while. I haven't done it in a bit, and I feel like this is something that helps me to kind of, sort my head out and really think about the things that have been happening, and also think about a way forward in a way that takes into account the lessons that have been learned and looks forward with some form of realistic optimism. I was in a honestly quite public relationship for past 2 months, I think, and just a week and a half ago it ended. Still very unsure how to feel about it all. I won't go into detail obviously, but I feel like there are things to be learned, and there have been things that I've had to relearn. I'm somebody who is an ultra yes man. I'm so ready and willing to say yes, to help somebody, to do something for somebody as soon as I get the opportunity to. One of the things that happened, honestly, I had a conversation with one of my mentors, and he said that one of the reasons why we have to be careful about overcommitment is this idea that we might be overcommitting out of a lack of trust. When I first heard it, I was pretty shocked too. I didn't really understand how to process it. But as I thought about it, and as he explained it more and more, I realized that it was so true. The fear of not being good enough or not being needed results in a lack of trust in other people for them not being able to do the job that you do. The context of this conversation was about prioritization. I think as far back as 2018, God has been teaching me about prioritization. I have learned that lesson very, very slowly. I would say that it's slowly in comparison to other people, but at the same time, why am I comparing, right? Back to the topic. Essentially, when we overcommit to so many different commitments, right, what we're doing is we are saying that we don't trust other people enough to fill those gaps. Or worse yet, we don't trust God enough to fill the gap if we don't step up. This is very, very counter to me and my character as a person, because I used to think that if no one's gonna make the change, then I have to make the change. Effectively, what I was doing was placing myself, I am this caliber of a person and nobody else can do those things, so I'm gonna do it. While there isn't anything necessarily wrong with seeing and feeling a need, I think that it's important for me, especially, or for people like me, to recognize that, hey, I can't do everything. I'm not superhuman. And this is one of the biggest lessons I learned in my relationship too. I was trying so hard to juggle all these different commitments and at the same time having a girlfriend, but then I was realizing that, hey, that's not really possible, because everything is such a big commitment. Whether it's ministry, whether it's work, whether it's family, whether it is my own music or my own time for myself, everything is so clumped up. And even though it's kind of sectioned out, it gets difficult to give time equally or have 100% in every single thing. So what ends up happening is we need to prioritize, and prioritizing means essentially, Oxford Dictionary, yes, the Oxford definition of prioritize is to designate or treat something as being very or most important. Here's the thing. You can't prioritize everything. If everything is important, then nothing is important. Shout out to Travis, because Travis taught me that. It's true. If you raise everything to the same level of importance, then everything is kind of at the same level of importance, and none's really one more important than the other. Taking all of these things, into account, all these different pieces of advice from different people, I was then able to really look at my schedule, my finances, and my energy and the responsibilities and what I wanted to do in life, put them all together in a little pot and whip the pot, and then decide on how I'm going to prioritize my time and my schedule. So here's a little screenshot of my schedule. You can see it. I made it on a Google Doc. I make time every day to wake up and to have time with God, because that is the most important thing, and that's never going to change. I also make time to exercise and to go to the gym, to maybe not always just to go to the gym, but always have fitness in my life. I recognize that this is a temple and I'm supposed to take care of this earthly body until I get my new body in heaven, right? And I have to take care of it well, and part of taking care of that well is making sure that I exercise. Essentially, those are the most priority things. You don't see Saturday and Sunday on here because Sunday is blocked out entirely for family, and Saturday is usually ministry days. So we'll have CT in the morning / late afternoon, we'll have service right after that, and we'll have cell right after that, and likely dinner out with friends from church, right? So those things are already settled. One day all to themselves. Throughout the week, you'll see scattered, we have work commitments, clearly. Shout out to Young Life here in Singapore, ramping up, but at the same time, there are safety precautions and COVID and all these kinds of things. So we are taking those things slow, but at the same time, I have to make those commitments. I also, if you can see, I want to sleep by 12 because I have to get up really early in order to make sure that I get good quality time with the Lord and also good quality time in the gym or working out. I do have time for gaming. I've made time for gaming, which is great. I have made time to do music and to work on projects. And of course, then all the blank spots in my schedule is for work. And my job is basically to go out and to love people. So I'm filling it with different kinds of meetings, whether it's meeting somebody that I'm caring for or meeting somebody that's caring for me, those kinds of things, And being able to prioritize in this way helps a lot. So if you're struggling with prioritization, if you are dealing with different kinds of questions in life about how am I supposed to spend my money, how am I supposed to spend my time, do this. Sit down, lock yourself out maybe an hour or two to really evaluate who you are and what you want in life. Look at the things that you have and go forward with it. Make a plan from there. Pray about it. Really, really pray about it. Prayerfully consider it. Consult the Bible, consult your spiritual leaders, and think about what exactly your calling is in your life. I'll be the first to say that it is not easy at all, but it is a process and a journey, and this is what life is. Shout out to Ryan Michael Chin and Pace Publishing because they do a great job of highlighting the importance of slowing down and why it's important to walk at the pace of Jesus. All that being said, thanks for watching this relatively short video. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I hope you guys are having a great week so far, and I hope you have a great week ahead. Wherever you are in the world, please click that like button, please subscribe, stay tuned for more content, and I'll see you guys very soon. God bless and take care.